Good evening and welcome to State of Business on Art Television. I'm Tamiru Nimsat. Let's have a look at the headlines. Prime Minister highlights the need to address food insecurity. Treasury Secretary Sirivardhana bids farewell to the post. News in detail. Prime Minister Dr. Harini Amarasuriya has called for urgent action to combat food loss and insecurity, speaking at the high-level policy dialogue on food, water and energy optimization in South Asia. The two-day event, co-hosted by the World Bank and the Sri Lankan government at a hotel in Colombo, aimed to drive regional action on reducing food waste and enhancing nutrition. In her keynote address, the Prime Minister outlined three critical pillars for food security: integration, innovation and inclusion. She stressed the importance of leveraging technology, boosting agricultural trade and empowering women and youth to transform food systems. Prominent attendees included Environment Minister Dr. Dhammika Patabendi, World Bank Division Director David Sislin, Gates Foundation Director Archana Vyas and BIMSTEC Secretary General Ambassador Indramani Pandey, alongside other stakeholders from civil society and the private sector. President Anukumar Dissanayake honoured outgoing Treasury Secretary Mahinda Sirivardhana at a farewell ceremony at the Presidential Secretariat, recognising his role in steering Sri Lanka through its economic crisis. The President highlighted Sirivardhana's contributions to stabilising the economy, implementing reforms and restoring public trust in governance. Reflecting on his tenure, Sirivardhana described the past 3 years as the most defining of his career. Sirivardhana commended the efforts of the Treasury and Central Bank teams, emphasizing their collective achievement in stabilizing the economy. President Dissanayake took the opportunity to urge public officials to prioritize merit, accountability and humanity in their roles. He presented a commemorative token to Sirivardhana, symbolizing the nation's gratitude for his service. Sri Lanka's Purchasing Managers Index for May signals expansion in both manufacturing and services sectors, reflecting improved activity despite prevailing challenges. The PMI for manufacturing recorded an index value of 55.5, indicating recovery from the seasonal slowdown in April, according to the latest data from the Central Bank of Sri Lanka. Key drivers included the textiles and wearing apparel sector, which contributed significantly to increases in new orders and production. Employment levels also showed improvement, while stocks of purchases remained stable. However, supplies delivery time continued to lengthen. Industry expectations for the next 3 months are positive, with anticipated demand growth. Concerns remain over increased electricity tariffs and the ongoing conflict in the Middle East. The PMI for services reached 57, marking slow expansion compared to last year. Growth was supported by financial services, professional services and wholesale and retail trade. However, business activity in accommodation, food and beverage services declined, influenced by a drop in tourist arrivals on a month-on-month basis. New businesses expanded, especially in financial services, while employment declined due to retirements and resignations. Backlogs of work also continued to reduce. The outlook for business activity remains optimistic, bolstered by improving macroeconomic conditions. Stay tuned. We will return after this short commercial break. Welcome back after the break. Sri Lanka is moving ahead with plans to digitize public services with a focus on the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Foreign Employment and Tourism. A meeting held at the Presidential Secretariat recently discussed reforms aimed at streamlining and modernizing these crucial services. The Digital Transformation Initiative, spearheaded by the Ministry of Digital Economy, aims to improve efficiency in foreign mission services, consular operations and services for migrant workers. Key proposals include a user-friendly web interface and simplified procedures for submitting official documents such as passport applications for Sri Lankans living abroad. Co-chaired by Deputy Ministers Eranga Weeraratne and Arun Hemachandra, the meeting also explored ways to minimize administrative delays and enhance user convenience. Senior officials, including Varunashri Dhanapala, Acting Secretary to the Ministry of Digital Economy, and Prasad Piyasena, Additional Secretary to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, participated in these critical discussions. Sri Lanka is taking a major step toward ensuring long-term food security by developing a unique food security index tailored to the country's specific needs and challenges. The government, in collaboration with the Food and Agriculture Organization and the World Food Programme, held the initial workshop in Colombo recently. Unlike global indices like the Global Food Security Index, which often fail to capture local nuances, Sri Lanka's customized index will address national priorities and guide food security policy over the next 5 years. Senior Additional Secretary to the President, Kapila Gunaratne, highlighted the importance of this initiative, emphasizing its role in ensuring economic stability and sustainable food systems. Discussions focused on 4 critical dimensions of food security: availability, accessibility, utilization and stability, and how these can be integrated into a practical national index. The event brought together experts including senior professors Buddhi Marabe and Jivika Viraheva, along with representatives from government agencies, academic institutions, and the private sector. The total tea production of Sri Lanka for May reached 25.37 million kilograms, marking a 3% increase compared to May 2024, with a contribution of all elevations. This was stated in the latest data released by Forbes and Vocal recently. The low-grown crop rose marginally by 0.18% to 14.32 million kilograms, high-grown tea increased by 3.4% to 5.8 million kilograms, and medium-grown tea saw a significant rise of 10.5% to 4.98 million kilograms. On a year-to-date basis, cumulative production from January to May 2025 totaled 113.96 million kilograms, an 8.7% increase from the same period in 2024. The growth was consistent across all elevations, with low-grown tea leading at 66 million kilograms, a 5% rise. High-grown tea increased by 13.8% to 25.6 million kilograms, while medium-grown tea climbed 14.6% to 21.25 million kilograms. Green tea production also showed significant improvement, rising by 20% to 1 million kilograms. Stay tuned for stock update. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on negative notes today.
The All Share Price Index dropped by 253.23 points to close at 16,818.21, and the S&P SL20 dropped by 75.16 points to close at 5,019.15. The turnover was over 3.3 billion rupees and over 139 million shares were traded.
Up next are Forex rates. That's all our news for today. For this and more, subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. Take care and good night.